you're on one of our streets in our town, and in order for you to leave, you're going to have to be legally able to drive.
Who's paying for these streets, sir?
You're talking to me.
All right, and you're saying that my rights weren't violated at all in any way?
Checked it out. If you weren't sitting in the back of this car and this is a personal contact, okay?
Oh God! Oh God!
Welcome to US Bad Cops. On this channel, we'll delve into 5 of the worst cases ever caught on camera involving police officers. Don't forget to like, share, and comment below the video to share your thoughts. If you like this video, press 1. On June 10th, 2019, Roland Edger and his stepson, Just Newby, were at Roland's auto body shop in Huntsville, Alabama. Roland received a call from his longtime client, Kajal Go, who owned a red Toyota Camry. The car, usually driven by Mrs. Go for her teaching job at a local church, had broken down in the church parking lot. Mr. Go asked Roland to repair it and mentioned that the keys would be at the church's front office.
Good. How are y'all doing?
I'm 36, I'm 4, 20.
Spark. How you doing?
What are y'all doing?
I'm second description.
Huh?
What are y'all doing?
Get in the car.
36, it's
Is this your car?
3-3 drive off tag.
One of our
Numbers
customers.
1867.
One of your customers?
No, tell. Yeah. I was over here earlier.
Whose car is that?
That's mine.
The black one?
Yeah.
Soon after arriving at the church, Mr. Edger and Mr. Newby started working on a car they were hired to fix. A security guard saw them and called 911, suspecting them of wrongdoing. Officer Krista McCabe arrived, and despite the duo explaining they had permission to work on the car, she demanded their IDs. This escalated into an unnecessary arrest for Mr. Edger, who was handcuffed and taken away, accused of obstruction without valid cause. Officers continued to act unprofessionally, showing disregard for the law and the rights of those involved.
Listen, I don't want you to run me in and for nothing.
Are you refusing to give me your ID or driver's license?
You can call this lady on this
Step
car.
over that one.
Come on, man. See, here's y'all playing.
You're playing right now.
No,
we don't got time for this. We really don't got time for this.
Listen, dude. Man, y'all don't understand.
You don't understand the law.
I do. I got 3 officers. 3 officers off.
I'm 36,
Y'all know.
Turn the other way.
Now press my left arm up there, man. Whew. This ain't necessary. This ain't necessary.
It is necessary. Called obstruction.
I tell you, listen, I didn't do anything. Listen, please
Yes,
please
he
listen.
is. I've
please.
already told him that he's under
This
arrest.
is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I didn't do a crime, but she's trying to arrest somebody for not doing a crime. She's trying to arrest me for obstruction. For what? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Huh? That's what I'm saying.
Sit down.
Listen, please listen.
Sit down.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man. I got my shop unlocked over there. I'm trying to confide. Man.
I asked him again if he was sure that he was refusing to give it to me. he confirmed that he was refusing to give it to me, and at that point, he is obstructing an investigation, and he is going to jail. All right? I'm out here because I got a call stating that that vehicle, okay, is an employee here, and you guys were inside the car, and you're not supposed to be inside the car, okay? And that's fine, all right, but I'm still here making sure that you're not doing anything illegal. But it took me now, how long have I been out here? Like 5, 6, 7-ish minutes, okay?
Just swipe across it. Maybe, yeah, okay. All right, now start at the bottom center. Go up all the way. Go down. Go to the right and go all the way down. Yes, ma'am. Now cursive out on the arrow. Keep going. Yes. Go over to phone. Now go down to Codgel. Actually, I talked to him today. Codgel Club right there. Codgel Cell. He's the man that owns that car. Codgel.
DeKalb County.
What was that?
And what's your name, sir?
That's home.
She's at home.
Andrew Pryor. Okay.
Somebody told me coming to fix the car, and I guess it's the
Okay, so you don't know who the names are.
Okay, I got her. Oh.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hand it off to Winda real quick, okay?
L47.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Your wife, though, does she drive the red Toyota Camry?
You could tell I'm not this kind of person.
Who's door right there?
4414.
Whenever he opens the door back up.
I do apologize again.
Just look, future reference, like I said, if a cop asks you to identify yourself, just go in and give your ID.
You know what? Looking back.
And then when you said,
you know what? Look.
I don't need my name ran.
I didn't want my name ran.
Red flag. Okay?
Well, I know. I understand.
Nope. I mean, that's not. Unless you had warrants, no one would even know that your name got ran. I didn't know that you have warrants.
I know. I don't know. Maybe it's because you saw
that guy looked me right in the face. Like he knows I'm right here.
Maybe it's because I don't know. I don't know. I
don't know either.
Mr. Edger was arrested by the Huntsville Police Department on charges of obstructing governmental operations, but these charges were later dropped. He subsequently filed a lawsuit against the department, which initially faced dismissal due to qualified immunity granted to the officers. However, on appeal, federal judges disagreed with the officer's claim of probable cause for the arrest under Alabama law. The case has been sent back to district court, where Mr. Edger is now anticipated to receive a significant settlement. On December 14, 2023, Officer Reeves and Sergeant Brian Gilmore from Upper Chichester Township Police Department went to check out a suspiciously parked vehicle in Upper Chichester, PA. The driver, Mr. Lack, recorded their interaction, posting it on his YouTube channel.
Hey, sir, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Officer Reeves, Upper Chichester Township Police Department. The reason we're here is we got a call for a suspicious vehicle, okay? Someone passed her by or whomever called said it was a white vehicle sitting along the power lines.
I'm sitting on a public street minding my business. That's all I'm doing. Yeah.
Okay, well, we got a call for a suspicious vehicle. We're just checking on said vehicle. Are you the owner of the car, sir?
I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer any questions. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Can I get a badge number?
Yeah, 51. Would you like the supervisor's badge number too?
Yes, please.
It's 37.
And his name?
Sergeant Brian Gilmore.
Brian Gilmore. Okay.
Would you like to speak to him as well?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I just want to mind my business, man. People drive by here, see me parked here, doing nothing wrong.
Fifth Amendment right, not talk to us.
Yes, because I'm not doing anything illegal, right? Literally just parked in a public street.
Mr. Lack invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent during a police stop, highlighting the lack of clear Supreme Court guidance on its application in brief stops or traffic situations. Sergeant Gilmore asserted the police's right to demand identification from anyone encountered, but Mr. Lack disputed this, noting the absence of a specific Pennsylvania law requiring ID presentation without reasonable suspicion. Legal ambiguity surrounds whether state statutes mandating ID apply to parked individuals. raising questions about the justification for demanding Mr. Lax's license.
Sarge requesting your ID.
I'm not gonna provide that. I didn't commit any crimes. I'm parked legally in a public street, doing nothing wrong.
What's that? He says no to the ID. He's parked on public street doing nothing wrong.
That's right. Just because somebody called in a suspicious car doesn't mean you're doing anything illegal. Did they specifically identify something illegal that I was doing?
At this point, the reason we're requesting the identification
Sure.
is number one, we identify everybody we talk to. It's part of our routine. It's accepted, and it's something that's been approved by the Supreme Court,
It's
both
not
the
been
state
it's
and the
not
United
been-
States Supreme Court.
It's not been approved by any Supreme Court.
Okay, all right. Well,
unless
you
you
can
have
certainly disagree all
reasonable,
you want, but just because you think so doesn't mean
unless
it's
you
right.
have reasonable suspicion of a crime.
Okay. Well,
I don't have to provide any ID, sir. Talk to them. Do your investigation. Do a thorough investigation. You just don't come here and talk to me. Talk to them.
the one
See
that's
what
here.
I did. I didn't do anything wrong. You're not going to force me to
that you did or
identify.
didn't do anything wrong,
But
sir.
do an investigation to see
I
if
am
I
doing
did
an
anything
investigation.
wrong.
The first step of my investigation is requiring you to provide
I'm not
identification.
providing any ID. I did nothing wrong. You pulled up here because someone called and
Right,
say, hey, I
because
need your
somebody called.
identification. Doesn't work like that. I'm not providing it. Until the laws of America change where we have to identify because an officer comes and say, hey, give me identification.
Well,
I'm
you
not
need to work
conducting
on
anything else.
reading up on the court.
I know
procedures
exactly
here.
what it says.
Okay, what does it say?
I know what it says. I have a First Amendment right to record. I have a Fourth Amendment right.
Nobody said you can't
I have,
record.
well,
Feel
let me
free. I'm
finish.
recording too.
Let me finish. I have a Fourth Amendment right to be safe in my documents and papers. Unless I commit a crime, I do not have to identify.
I'm not unreasonably searching or seizing anything at this point.
You're trying to, yes, you're
I'm
trying to
requiring
seize my
you to-
ID.
I'm asking you to provide identification. It's part of my job.
And I'm
In
respectfully
the state of
refusing
Pennsylvania,
that.
if
Yes.
you're operating a motor vehicle, which is what you're doing,
I'm not operating a motor vehicle.
You
I'm parked.
absolutely are.
I'm parked on a public
you're in
street.
command and control of the vehicle.
I'm parked on a public
If
street.
you were under the influence of alcohol or another drug, I could arrest you for DUI, but
I'm
you're not.
parked on a public street.
Okay.
Good. That's all I'm doing here. Doing nothing illegal.
You're the subject of an investigatory detention.
Get a case number.
Nope.
I need a case number. I want this documented.
Okay. We
Can I get a
document
case
everything.
number?
You're welcome to go to the police
Can I get
station
a-
and request a report.
Phone
But we're not going to know who you
137.
are because you didn't provide us any ID.
I don't have to.
You'll probably get a citation for failure to provide driver's license.
Oh yeah, let's go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let's do that. You're a tyrant. That's what you are. You're threatening me for doing nothing wrong. Hey. Psst.
What do you want?
Him. I'm not talking to you. This guy here. I'm speaking to him, sir. I'm allowed. He's funded by the taxpayer.
What do you need?
Sir, can I get an incident number, please?
I don't have an incident number yet.
So you're not providing incident number.
I don't have an incident number until I go back and do the report. I can't just pull one out of thin air.
All right, let me
So,
talk to
well, he
the
doesn't
other
have one
officer.
either, and that's the supervisor.
I just want to talk to him. It's just fine. You're gonna harass me
Stay away from my dog.
for doing nothing wrong. Stay away from your dog. I'm not allowed.
Stay away from the dog.
I'm not approaching the dog.
You walk right close to the car.
Is it illegal to be close to the car? Hey, do you mind giving me incident number, please?
Yep.
That's all I
Last
wanted.
name's Clap, badge number's 44.
Thank you, Clap.
Hey, have a good
I
one.
just want an incident number. Literally, that's all.
We don't
Because-
generate an incident number until it clears. You can get it tomorrow, okay?
So no
You
incident
go to the
number?
police department? No, not right now.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
Mr. LC encountered Sergeant Gilmore, whose conduct was criticized for misunderstanding the Fourth Amendment, displaying hostility, and incorrectly asserting authority on identification laws. Despite not arresting Mr. LC, concerns were raised over potential unlawful detentions. Mr. LC remained composed, asserting his rights and recording the incident for accountability, despite some misunderstanding about legal obligations to identify oneself. Overall, the encounter highlighted areas for improved legal understanding and interaction between both parties. Mr. Shared encountered Officers Pete Stokey and Sergeant Richard Basor of Genesee Township PD while riding his motorcycle in a school parking lot after hours in Genesee Township, Michigan. Officer Stokey approached him initially, but the situation escalated when Sergeant Basor arrived.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
Listen, we're not going to debate here on camera, okay?
Oh,
You're going to answer my questions, okay? And you're going to provide me your identification.
Am I legally obligated
You're being
to?
detained right now, yeah.
What crime am I being detained for? I need to know what crime
Where's
I'm.
your bag over here? You're littering.
I'm littering.
You put the bag down over there, but yet you're not saying nothing about it.
Are you gonna de-escalate this, sir? He pulled me over and asked me what I'm doing here, and if I go to school here.
Do you go to school here?
No, I don't go to school here. But then he asked me why I'm leaving. I said, I'm just riding around the parking lot. And now he's asking me questions, saying I'm littering and I'm being detained.
You dropped the bag over there. You can't even answer a question.
I'm not legally obligated to answer your questions. What's your name and your badge number?
That's a statute.
Is that what you tell the judge?
Yeah, that's what I tell the judge.
Can you de-escalate? Can you de-escalate this situation? You need to stay away from me. First, it's 6 feet.
What do you tell the judge?
I don't have to tell the judge. I'm a private citizen.
Talk to the sergeant here.
Are you the sergeant?
I am the sergeant.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for de-escalating this.
Okay.
What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Basor. I'm with the Genesee Township Police Department.
Thank you for being professional.
All right. Is this your vehicle?
Hold on. I don't request any searches or seizures of my property.
It's your bag and you left it
Is it
there.
your bag? Yes or no? Is it your bag? Yes or no?
Yes, it's my bag.
Okay.
You put my bag down, dude.
Why'd you throw it down?
I don't have to answer your questions. I'm not illegally obligated to answer your questions.
Mr. Shared encountered legal issues in Michigan, including accusations of littering and a contentious search of his bag by Officer Stachy. These incidents raise concerns over Michigan's broad littering definition and Fourth Amendment protections against unwarranted searches. Additionally, Sergeant Basor's misinterpretation of obstruction laws led to a confrontation over Mr. Shared's refusal to provide ID without reasonable suspicion.
I come here and I practice riding my motorcycle. Okay. I take my bag off and put it right there so I'm not riding with it on me. Okay. All I did was pull up, check my tire pressure, put my bag down, and he came up to me asking questions saying I was being detained. That's an illegal detainment.
If he felt, based on everything that's going on in the crazy world that we live in right now, people that leave bags around, that we're at a school where there's kids at and practicing football, he deemed it suspicious. He doesn't know who you are, so he's checking you out. And he's asking us some simple questions.
And that's understandable, but suspicion is not a crime.
Okay, if he deems it suspicious, just the same as if somebody was driving a motorcycle in your neighborhood, just hear me out.
Okay, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Somebody was driving a motorcycle in your neighborhood and they dropped a bag that was near their home, when you want, or near your home, when you want us to at least check them out?
100%, 100%. Right, but it was the way he did it. It was the way he did it. It was very unprofessional and aggressive. And he was treating me like I'm a criminal, like I did something wrong.
So, as it
It didn't
stands,
start out being defensive.
I don't.
Did you forfeit this bag when you sat it over there?
I don't forfeit my bag for sending it over there.
you drove it away, like I just got done saying. If you left it there and drove away from it, you lose an expectation of privacy for it. Do you have an identification?
And I don't answer questions. I'm not answering any questions. That was very unprofessional of him. It was very aggressive. I'm glad you de-escalated. I don't know what he would have done if you didn't de-escalate that.
Okay. All right, we're good.
We're good? What do you mean we're good?
You want something else done?
Yeah, your card. I want your card. I want your card. I want your card.
I'll make sure you get it.
I got it right here.
Thank you.
I'll give it to him. You have a legal obligation to know. We need to know who you are. Okay? If you say, no, I'm not telling you who I am, and we're investigating something that we deem to be suspicious, now you're obstructing. We could have taken that extra step and said you're demanded, and we're demanding that we see a license from you. But he didn't.
You can't detain someone without a crime, though.
No.
Suspicion is not a crime.
There's a difference. A simple detainment is separate from an arrest. Are you in handcuffs?
Well, you could.
Are you in handcuffs?
No, sir. But
have you been told you've been placed under arrest?
No, sir.
Okay. So all he's doing is talking with you to deem whether or not something was suspicious. And yes, at a school, after hours, when there's no other people around and you leave a bag around, yeah, that can be certainly deemed suspicious. And we want to make sure that our kids are safe here. And in doing so, we're doing our job.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So yeah, he is going to check it out. And I expect him to, as my officer, to do that. Okay? Okay?
All right, and who do I speak to about this as far as like
You're talking to me.
All right, and you're saying that my rights weren't violated at all in any way?
Checked it out. If you weren't sitting in the back of his car and this is a personal contact, okay, and he wants to know who you are, he could have went down the road of obstruction, but he didn't.
That's a secondary charge. Obstruction. You have to have a.
You haven't been charged with anything yet.
Right. So how can he charge me with obstruction?
Because we don't know who you are. He hasn't done anything wrong, and neither have you, and we're gonna leave it at that.
He illegally searched my bag and took my ID, and he ID'd me. I have a right to privacy as a private citizen. So I'm not being detained right now.
Nobody said you're being detained right now. You can walk away if you want to.
Well, he's detained me, is what he said. He said I was being detained.
At that point, you said you were detained, but you still weren't in handcuffs. You weren't putting anything. He was just trying to figure out what was going on.
Right, but I was being detained for...
The person gives Mr. Sherrod an A for questioning the legitimacy of the encounter, dispelling suspicions, and using his right to remain silent effectively. Despite some communication difficulties, Sherrod is praised for recording the incident, objecting to detention politely, and balancing compliance with the law and defending constitutional rights. The situation highlights concerns about privacy rights and police conduct, with the person applauding Sherrod's response overall. On June 13, 2022, Charlotte Mecklenburg police responded to a 911 call about gunshots outside a house. The caller said shots were fired towards her home around 2 a.m. Officers arrived within 4 minutes. Body cam footage shows an officer at her door, finding bullet casings and overturned plants. The woman told the officer the incident happened just before they arrived.
What is going on out here?
I'm not sure. There's a shell casing on your front porch right here, though. Was all this stuff like this? Your plants and stuff?
No.
Okay. Stay in the house for me for a second.
What's the address directly to the west? Complainant's address.
Looks like there were signs of a fight or an altercation on her front porch. There's plants overturned and some shell casings. She's unsure of, she doesn't have a description for me or anything like that, but all that stuff was totally fine like 30 minutes ago.
In a concerning incident involving Javante Avery Williams, officers responded to his erratic behavior with caution, suspecting he might be armed. Despite finding no weapons, Williams showed signs of distress. EMS was called, but arrived late, initially treating the situation as non-urgent. By the time paramedics reached him, Williams was unresponsive, underscoring delays and challenges in emergency medical response.
It's the police! Show yourself! Hey, come out into the open and show yourself! Black man on the porch. Sir, let me see your hands! Stand up and show me your hands!
Hands, sir! Hands in the air, sir!
I've got lethal. We need somebody with cuffs. All right, hands are clear.
I got you covered, bro. I don't see a weapon.
Sir, step towards me.
Sir, follow instructions. Come to the sound of my voice. People.
I got his feet.
Alright, cuffs off. Cuffs off. Yeah, you doing that. You doing a whole lot, bro. God damn. Knock that nigga off. Knock that nigga off.
Oh, that's like this. Yeah, you good? Let me go. God damn. Ah.
You good, bro?
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Hey, man, get him up. Get out here, please. I'm asking, 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 please.
I need someone right over here. Right here.
Can we throw this up to him?
No, you get head first. Head first.
Mr. Williams was hospitalized in critical condition following an altercation with police and later passed away. His death, categorized as occurring while in custody, sparked investigations that cleared the police of misconduct. However, Mr. Williams's family remains unsatisfied and is pursuing legal avenues for more clarity. The exact cause of death awaits full medical reports, prompting uncertainty. To support their efforts, the family has launched a GoFundMe campaign for legal expenses. This situation shows why it's crucial to know your rights regarding searches and seizures by law enforcement without a warrant. It focuses on the concept of consent, where individuals can refuse a search even if they initially agreed to it.
Officer Helmuth, badge number 355.
What's going on? Is he detained?
You guys should give us consent to search that.
Why'd you ask for consent to search it? Why did you ask for consent to search it?
Because he has somebody's money, so
He has somebody's money.
yeah.
How did you determine that from watching him walk down the street?
I don't need to discuss that with you.
All right, we'll discuss it on YouTube then. And with Coles, we'll discuss it with Lieutenant Coles. How about that? What happened, sir? Why did they approach you?
Harass me.
To harass you?
Yeah.
You can end consent at any time. You can tell them to stop searching us at any time. You can end consent right now.
No,
and if they don't have probable cause to search it, they can't.
I said you in consent.
Right now it is. Right now it is, but they're harassing him.
Guys, if it's consensual, you guys can step off and leave, and you guys do not have to allow them to frisk or search or anything. Real talk.
They already did that.
Hey, listen, if they didn't, you have to get out of there. You can't search or frisk that. If this is consensual and you don't have reasonable suspicion,
You guys can continue recording, but you guys have to step back.
Listen,
No,
you
we
don't
don't.
tell us, we tell you.
You have to step
You
back
don't tell
while
us,
we
we
continue
tell
our business.
We have the freedom of assembly. You haven't detained anybody.
That's fine,
We
but you
can
guys need to
assemble
step
with
back.
these individuals. I'm with them.
He just told me to get a good angle right here.
That's fine. on
We
that
don't have
side.
to.
Who's the supervisor?
Nobody's being
Right now?
detained right now.
Sorry, Mary.
Hey,
Morel?
nobody's being detained.
Ma'am.
Right.
Oh,
So if he's searching, so you don't have reasonable suspicion of frisk or probable cause to search, you didn't give consent.
You can remove consent to search right now and tell them to stop. Tell them to stop. Stop searching right now.
That's fine.
That's my personal shit there.
And
Stop
put it back how it was.
Put it back like it was.
In the U.S., police can search without a warrant if consent is given, but individuals can revoke consent anytime. The person in the story didn't know they could refuse, highlighting the importance of knowing your rights in these situations.
See how easy that is? See how you run up and do your job
But
for
guys,
you?
but listen,
Stop harassing black
But
people.
hold up. Why don't you guys tell them that when you guys roll up on, say that, say guys, tell me nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Inform them, say, hey, it's a consensual encounter. We don't have reasonable suspicion. It's all voluntary.
Every
Now,
time they do it, it's always with
say you-
somebody.
You're a racist piece of shit. You know that? You ain't shit.
they can tell you that, but you also got.
And you knew that you ain't have to search. And what did you find? What did you find in there?
Listen, you can tell them why you're here and everything.
You pig piece of shit. Racist piece of shit. You too. Get the out of here. Get the out. All y'all. Let me catch you out here again doing.
Let me catch you out here.
Can I help you?
Nah, I can help you. I can help him though, like I just did.
Can you step back so I can enter my vehicle?
I could. Is it a command or a request?
It's more of a request. Can
Okay.
you step back?
Then no.
Okay.
Then no.
All right.
You command me. I know what to do. That's how you got last time, isn't it? That's your problem. That's how you got emotional last time, isn't it? And you still slipping. You don't learn. I should slam this.
Go ahead and do it.
I know you charged me with a felony if I did.
Go ahead and do it while my hands there. Do it.
Yep. Because you need me to do that. You need to break laws like that. Take that radio off. Take all that uniform off. Do it in a Ford Focus that don't say police on it. Say I won't. Say I won't. You protected now because you in the blue. And we already had this conversation. Thin blue line. That's thin though.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. Yep.
I got work to do.
Okay,
Get out
do
of my
work.
face so I can
Do work. Do work. Yep. Ran y'all off, pigs. Try it again. You still too close. You still too close for comfort, Corporal. Too close still. Still too close. Go down to Castiglia's and do it. Get out of the black neighborhood, Corporal. Do what you want to do. I know it. I see it in your eyes because you treat your wife like that. Yep, and your kids. Out of the black neighborhood now. Get the. You wish you could do something. All these little facial expressions are going to get monetized on YouTube.
This highlights the critical role of understanding one's rights in such circumstances. Today, we discussed the 5 worst cases of police officers caught on camera. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.